Hello and welcome back to my 30-day sprint of busy mom trying to think and trying to launch snail mail in 30 days from scratch. And I have a baby here once again. Today is day 17. It's Sunday. And it feels like I didn't do much today. First of all, I went through the freebie story. I read it. I marked a few things that I need to correct, like over here at the bottom I have wrongly placed apostrophe. What else? I want to split longer sentence in two. Here I have a typo, and that's it basically. Surprisingly, I didn't have many mistakes or many things to correct. I mostly did the editing and the correcting when I was writing and when I was formatting it. So surprise, surprise, I have no left out I's and ends and to's at the end of the sentence, so I did a good job back a few days back when I was editing it. And what else? I took my notebook that, if you maybe saw the first days, you could see me writing in it. I have had 17 points that I wanted to do, or I felt like needed parts or steps of making this snail mail. Today I added 2 more, so I already have 19 steps. I will go step by step. I will not go to too much details, but I will just do the check of what's done. So first was concept and general idea. I have written that down. I have few things that I will still need to think about, such as what options I want to offer. That I have content of each mail. I think I have everything planned out. There will be 13 by 13 centimeters fine art print. There will be the letter in this like tall format. And it will come in like 3 separate stories, 3 separate diary entries that are linked to the topic of that painting. What else? Then I will include affirmation card, and I want to include also a QR code for a private club. I still need to think how I will do it, whether I will use some kind of like a Discord server. I want to create a community of survivors. And I also want to create a safe space where we all can share our stories. And I also will most likely set up a PO box, because I believe that in some cases sending a physical mail instead of, having kind of like a login to some space or sending an email, sending a physical mail might be safer for someone who is still not in physically safe space. I know, you are part of every single video. So, as I said, I believe that sending a physical mail can be the safest option if you are worried about someone reading your words. So I will probably set up the PO box, probably. So you can write to me, and whenever, you may choose to write to me, and you may also choose to receive a reply. But if you are not in a safe space, I would completely understand that if you write there that you are writing something and you don't want me to reply, or you give me, I don't know, your mom's address or your friend's address or whatever. And I will try to keep in touch with everyone who will reach out to me. So that's basically the content of each month's mail. Here I have weighed the mail. Of course, once I have everything done and ready and every piece of paper printed out and beautifully cut to its final size, I will have to weigh the whole envelope to be able to calculate the shipping. Then the pricing. I need to tackle the pricing. I have an idea of how much I want to be selling the snail mail subscription for, but I still will need to do a little bit more research. Also, I need to do research on the shipping costs. Once I know the weight of the mail, I don't want to be compromising the weight that much. I do want beautiful giclée art print that will be on a proper paper. I don't want anything light. Also, the letter, the freebie letter has 8 pages, and I don't want to be cutting short the stories just to fit in a certain weight in the envelope. I would rather consider heavier envelope or heavier mail than cutting short the story, because I believe the stories actually are the main heart of my snail mail. So that's the concept part. Then another part is more like a technical landing page on my web page that is already done. It's done. The landing page, and then another task is waitlist automation. So once you visit my landing page, there is like sign up for the waitlist. There's also long text explaining what my snail mail is about. Basically what I just told you. So it's all there. There is the waitlist sign up, and once you signed up for the waitlist, you will receive an email. And as a thank you for signing up for the waitlist, you can visit the link that is in the email, and you can download free phone wallpaper from my art and the first story, which is like task 8 and 9 to prepare the wallpaper and write the story. I have all of those tasks already done, but I didn't mark them as a completely finished yet, because I want to translate the landing page, the email, the thank you, whatever, and the story into Czech. Even though English is not my first language, I was writing everything in English. Even the stories I write in English, and I don't have them in my native language, so I will need to translate them back to... I will probably write them in Czech, because I am Slovak, but I do live in Czech Republic, and Czech market is bigger. And also another thing is that all Slovak people understand Czech, and the younger generation of Czech people don't understand Slovak that much. Point 10 or task 10 is marketing strategy. I have no clue. I didn't think about anything just yet. The only thing I did is I'm here with you every single day and I'm sharing what I'm doing, but that didn't result in any sign-ups for my waitlist just yet. Also, I am not really posting on any other platforms about my snail mail, so I don't really have time to create more content than what I'm already making. From time to time, I make a short out of my long form video, but that's more like using it on YouTube Shorts to, get my people to watch my long form, but I don't really do marketing for snail mail just yet. I will need to think about marketing strategy. If you have any tips, please comment. Please give me your ideas. Please help me. Then I have 5 more tasks that are linked more to creative part of this journey. First was to create artwork, which I've done yesterday. It's all done, all finished. I need to take high quality, high resolution photo or scan the artwork. I am not quite sure if I will be scanning or taking a photo. As this is part of a 10-month Courage series and I already have 6 artworks done. 5 of them are already photographed and color corrected. Yeah, so I need to probably photograph and color correct artwork 6 and 7. 7 is I didn't paint them in the order as they should be. I was painting them in the order as I felt like I was emotionally ready for that certain piece. So month 1 is 7th that I was painting. And I don't think really that I will be scanning the artwork since I didn't scan the first 5. I took pictures of them. So I will probably take a picture. In any case, I will need to wait a few days because it's gonna be cloudy, gloomy and rainy following few days. So another task was to write a story for a month 1. I have a story for the freebie, but not for a month 1. After a few days of thinking, I came up with the idea for a first part, for first diary entry. I will need to come back to it in 2-3 days to read it again to make sure that the story flows as it should. The tension and the cadence is pretty much the same as for the story 0. And I still need to, come up with what I want to write for entry 2 and 3. I have no idea actually. I have no idea, so I will have to come up with that. Task 13, affinity template for letter and print. So I have the template for a letter, including the cut lines, including font and size of the font. And I still need to do the template for print. I will be printing on A4s, as I said, on my Canon Pro 300. And the task 14 is pretty much linked, which is color correct the artwork. And the last of this creative part of tasks is task 15, which is test printing settings and papers. I will be printing on my Canon Pro 300 and I will be testing several papers, different structure and different finish of the papers, and I will need to also make sure that I have correct color coding and tweaks just to make sure that the print looks is almost exactly as the original artwork. And last but not least is kind of like administrative section. 16 is a set up professional email. For now I'm using my Gmail that I created for my art business purposes, but I want my my domain email, so that I will need to set up. I know it's not difficult. I know it costs some money. I don't know how much. And I'm postponing this to the later stage of setting up the business, as I don't think that it's the most important thing to have at the beginning. And the later I start with the payments, the more I save in a long run. So that's why it's at the end, almost at the end. Then I have estimate orders to buy materials in bulk. Well, I can get my crystal ball and get some number out of it, or I can just look out of the window and guesstimate whatever I feel that I can handle when it comes to managing the snail mail. But the truth is that I am a complete beginner. I have almost no following on my social media, so I can't really estimate anything. I didn't estimate anything. I will see and I will figure it out as I go. For now, I ordered 100 envelopes. The bulk discount for the envelopes that I chose goes above, I think, 500 pieces. I will have a better estimation for a next order once I run out of my first 100 envelopes. 100 envelopes, 100 people, it can take any time between 2 months, 3 months, 2 years. So I will see once I run out of my supplies that I already ordered, and then we will be able to estimate. When it comes to paper, for prints I only have a starter pack or test packs, so I can, just test the paper, and I will order. They usually sell, I think, by 25 pieces, 25 sheets, so I will just get one and I will see how long that lasts. Paper for letters, it's a standard pack of 500, so that shall last a little while. Then I have legal requirements. I will need to write terms and conditions on my webpage before I launch an option to purchase. So that's one thing. Another thing, I will need to set up my business. For now, I don't have any, so officially I can't be selling anything if I am not a business owner. So yeah, that's part of the equation that we will need to tackle. What else? Let me see what else is in this part. So so I will need to set up the subscription and payment on my web. I'm already linked to Stripe, the payment gate, but I don't have the shop part of my web live, so I will need to do that, including all the payments and address collection and everything. Of course, the TNC on my web, the official setting up the business, and having a business account, which I already have. So that's at least one thing done of this list. And the last one that I wrote today is a defined timeline of a future mail. From what I've observed from different artists and creatives, there are two approaches that you can have. For January mail, you can have the artwork, you can have everything, you can market the actual artwork, and then whoever will sign up in January for January mail will get it, and it will be sent in February. Or you can have people signing up until, 15th of December for the January artwork, so you don't have to estimate, exactly how many pieces you sold, so you can adjust your production and you don't have to estimate anything. Since I will be printing the prints all on my own, also making the affirmation cards and printing the letters and everything I will be doing at home, I don't think I need to know exactly how many pieces I've sold before I, do the physical production. I can be actually printing as I go. So I don't have to, for now, right? For now. If I get one order, I can basically just print it, assemble it, and send it out. I don't really have to wait for, 15th or whatever date I would set. But in any case, I need to think about the timeline and how I want to be approaching this business on monthly basis, and I need to take into consideration that I need to do the artwork, even though I already have 7 done from the first 10 months. But that's not always gonna be the case. 10 months will fly by as fast as I can't even think. I also have other art responsibilities and family responsibilities, so I need to account. So I will need to account each month for some time to actually create the artwork. If I have the artwork ready, then beautiful. I just gained, I don't know, 2-3 hours or 2-3 days or however long I will set up for this process. But I need to book the needed time to create the artwork. I also need to block time to write, and writing 1 month story that includes 3 diary entries takes me about 6 days usually. I write only during her naps, so I can write usually like 1 entry in a day. Then second day I would either finish it or polish it or refine it. Then 2 and 3 entries. So that's 6 days tops. Usually, if I know what I'm writing, usually I would write like 1 entry in 1 day. I don't need 2 days. So I would write like, I don't know, I would use 4 days to write the 3 entries. Then I need to wait a few days and I need to go back to it and I need to read it to make sure that that story doesn't need any adjusting. And then again, a few days later, I would come back to it again, but to proofread it. Not really to check the story, if the story aligns, if the pace is maintained or it's too boring or whatever. That's already done during the first read. The proofreading is more for, checking the typos, the errors, the factual, maybe timeline checks, if the dates that I mentioned, if they fit. If I'm writing that my daughter was 4 years old at the time, I need to make sure that the year of the entry is from when she was 4 years old. So, those factual checks, as well as language checks. So I need to definitely account 6 days for writing. So if I do 3 days for painting, 6 days for writing, that's already 9 days that I need for the creative process. Then I need to do the taking picture of the artwork. I need to color correct. I need to do test prints. I will need to do test prints every month. I can't account for, I can't just copy paste the settings from a previous month, because the lighting could be different when I will be painting, when I will be scanning or taking picture of another artwork. So I will always need to do test prints. So I need to account for that as well. I will need some time to assemble the envelopes, and I need to guesstimate how much time that will be if I have 100 subscribers, if I have 200 subscribers, and if I have more. So I will always need to, I will just need to make that estimate. And I need to leave again because she's screaming. She would stand by my feet and she would scream. So she just is on the camera. She wants to be on the camera. She wants to be like mommy. I can't blame her for that. I'm just perfect person. She's running after me again. Baby, I love you. You can be with me. But can you be quiet? Yeah, long story short, I need to calculate all the steps that I need to do for every month that are recurring, and I definitely need to account for that, so I can make sure that I will have the mail ready. So yeah, I need to do that. So that's the last task I have on my list. So today's video is probably on the longer side. I have no idea how much footage I can actually use from this long yapping while the baby in the background is yelling. So hopefully I will have a few minutes usable. Again, moving further, because she just keeps screaming and banging her toy on the metal shelf. Well, if you made it here, I am entirely grateful for you following my journey, for you cheering up on me, or maybe just, maybe you are just enjoying yourself while I fail in real time. In any case, thank you. And if you didn't subscribe, just subscribe. You will see further development of my journey, of my experiment. And if you want to be notified when the snail mail is actually finally ready, and if you want the free story and the free wallpaper, sign up for my waitlist that is in the description. And I will see you tomorrow for whatever activities I choose to do.